Hi, I'm Kristen. Welcome to Living and Learning with ADHD. I'm just about to leave on a family holiday, but I just had a brainwave and I thought I would make this video. I wanted to make this video, especially for people who write to me and say, you know what, I've got two loved ones, they have ADHD, but they are so different. How is it possible that they both have ADHD? This video is designed to explain that. I wasn't originally a primary or maths trained teacher, however I do tutor primary students in maths, and those are both mainstream students and those who have ADHD or ASD. And all of them find it really helpful if you use visual tools to explain what's going on, so I'm going to do the same. Rather than explaining every symptom individually, what I've done is I've linked to the DSM-V criteria in the description below. Also, as it says here in the DSM, those symptoms are not a manifestation of oppositional behavior, defiance, hostility, or failure to understand tasks or instructions. I also want to add it's not a failure to try, because a lot of us are trying our very, very hardest and we're probably just as frustrated as you are. What I have here, the little blue blocks, that represents the symptoms of inattentive ADHD. If you get diagnosed with the inattentive type of ADHD, you have to display at least 6 of the symptoms for a period of 6 months or more, and you also would have displayed those in childhood. I'm an overachiever because I actually have all 9. So they're going to have between 6 to 9 of these symptoms. So I'm just going to make this represent me. Helps if I put it the right way. So this is what my inattentive ADHD looks like. If you have inattentive ADHD and you have between 6 to 9 symptoms like myself, you're probably going to have a lot of challenges with executive function, or what we call short-term memory. So you may, despite your very best efforts, be quite distracted, disorganized. You may have trouble organizing your house. Your house might be a mess with just different piles of things piling up around you, which was definitely the case for me. You're probably going to be distracted very easily. You may not be able to tune out other things that are going on around you. You may miss appointments even though you didn't mean to. You can often be running late for things. I mean, my family actually often will tell me to get there half an hour before everyone else, because then I'll show up on time. For someone like myself, I don't just have 6 symptoms of inattentive ADHD. I have all 9. For people like us, it can require a whole lot of treatment and a whole lot of different methods working together. For myself, unfortunately, it's not an option to go without medication, because I also have some sensory processing challenges. So, for example, without medication, I space out in the car. And I also work with a lady who's blind, so I drive her and her guide dog places. So, now with hyperactive ADHD, it's a little bit different. With inattentive, there are up to 9 symptoms that you can display, and you have to have at least 6 of them. With hyperactive, there are only 6, and again, you have to display all 6 of them. So this is what a hyperactive ADHD symptoms might look like. If you are the hyperactive type, you might struggle to stay in your seat. You might squirm or kind of tap your feet a lot. You can often blurt out really impulsive answers. A lot of parents describe their children as always being on the go. It's like they're driven by a motor, but their engine is going way too fast. There's also a third type of ADHD, which is called the combined type. So you have at least 6 symptoms of both hyperactive and inattentive, which when I look at this, I just think, wow, it must feel like you've got a war going on in your brain. And so I really just take my hat off to those who are the combined type. And just to make that combined type extra fun and challenging, you can have not just the 6 symptoms here, but between 6 to 9 symptoms of the inattentive ADHD. So as you can imagine, this has a really severe impact on your life. Hopefully this kind of explains why some people can have ADHD and still seem to function quite well and just have it mildly, and with some it's really severe. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can subscribe to our channel, and if you want to help us out further, we've got a Patreon page where you can donate, and your donations will go directly to supporting people with ADHD and related conditions, and generally making the world a better place. Now I'm going to take off on a holiday. Enjoy your Christmas break and see you next time.